Hi everyone, it's Jane Story. Over several decades of my personal training in the Eastern arts like Tai Chi and formal Buddhist meditation, and also coaching and working with athletes from all sports, I've identified 10 keys to mastering pressure, which I've written about, documented in my new ebook, The Practice of High Performance. Today we're going to have a quick look at key number 9, which is called Wonder and Awe. Truths that exist in Eastern philosophy and Eastern practice have seemed to degenerated over time. And now we're in a situation in the 21st century, the information age, where instead of doing practice and doing training, people like to get bits and pieces of knowledge off the internet. And unfortunately, many coaches are the same. So they're giving out bits and pieces of knowledge, saying things like, well, focus on your breathing and be present. And clearly, this is just sort of, it's like a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. And if the coach is teaching from their mind, rather from their experience of doing this kind of practice, then it stays in the mind of the student. It doesn't go any deeper. And therefore, things like breathing, awareness of breathing, meditation, mindfulness, slow motion, Tai Chi type exercises applied to sport, all of these things therefore become an idea, just another idea for the student to have to think about. What I'm trying to bring to sport is something different based on 34 years of training. And from this experience, flow, or the zone, and I've said before, I think they're slightly different, but we don't have time to go into that. So flow, or the zone, this experience of relaxed concentration, it's so akin to the meditative state when you practice formally and traditionally. Now, in sport, you can't make flow happen. You can't force it. You can't will it. You can't summon it with your willpower. You can't demand that it appears with your mental game tips and tricks and thinking about technique. All we can do is develop our performance practice so that we have a slightly closer connection, or the mind has a slightly closer connection to the body and to the breathing. And from this practice, the athlete creates the right conditions within themselves that allows flow to manifest. And when you're in flow, your movement is fluid, powerful, effortless, and sublime. So please don't be fooled into the thinking that flow is something to do with the mind game in sport. No, it isn't. It's to do with the quiet mind. Nothing to do with the analytical mind, to do with thinking, to do with any part of the mind that you use for practice or rehearsal. And please be careful not to think that you can have a checklist of things to do that can help you get into flow. No, you need to do your practice. If you wish to perform under pressure, you need to develop a performance practice. And this is one of the reasons why I'm doing these sort of short bites, these short videos. I'm not teaching you on the video, because if I was to teach you, I would be sitting here not saying anything, doing my meditation for 30 minutes or more. So if you can do that, even if you start with 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day, aware of the breathing and aware of certain parts of the body, this internal model and internal map that we have of the body from the Eastern arts, and all these practices are documented in my new ebook. If you have the discipline and the desire to really understand the truth of what it takes to perform under pressure, then you need to have a certain amount of awe and wonder at these ancient principles and practices. You know, in the East, in Japan, for instance, 30 years is the average time that it's considered that one needs to practice just awareness of breathing in order to become a master. In golf, in other sports, it's taken as a given. Oh yeah, I know all about that. I'll just think about my breathing. So there's a huge disparity between the truth of these practices and, you know, the current mainstream paradigm. So please do your training, do it properly, do it well, do it consistently. So head over to the site, get your copy of the book, or if you want to just dip your toe in the water, you can get a free training report if you sign up for my newsletter. Okay, happy training.